Infinity Traffic Boost is possibly the world's greatest Bitcoin accumulation and traffic exchange program that I have ever used. And in a moment, I'm going to introduce you to a very special guest who I've known for about 5.5 years. He's one of the founders of Infinity Traffic Boost. But first, I want to introduce you to a problem that you might not even know that you have. So if you are a small business owner, an affiliate marketer, or a website owner, especially in the Bitcoin and crypto space, you might have a problem with mainstream companies such as Aweber, Google, Facebook, MemberSpace, and many, many others, because they all have restrictions and regulations when it comes to affiliate marketing, and they're also not so crypto and Bitcoin friendly. I, over the last 40 days, have had many accounts shut down just because I'm promoting crypto products. So that's the problem. The solution could be using traffic exchanges. One of the solutions, definitely. And in Bitcoin Training Camp, we are exploring the possibility of using traffic exchanges to promote your Bitcoin products and services. So if you're involved in that area of business, then this video is just for you. So I am Tim Bennett. I am the founder of Bitcoin Training Camp, where we help people promote Bitcoin and crypto products and services. And so back to traffic exchanges. What are and how do you use traffic exchanges? Well, it gives me great pleasure to introduce a very dear friend of mine. He's the founder, or one of the founders, of Infinity Traffic Boost, to Bitcoin Training Camp. Clinton, it's great to have you here. Welcome.
Tim, I greatly appreciate it. And man alive, you hit the nail on the head when you talk about the fact that there's a lot of mainstream advertising mechanisms that just don't like crypto, even though we have billions of dollars flowing into the space. Some people are still neurotic about it, aren't they?
Boy, I tell you, it's been a journey for me over the last 40 days. I've started this little series, which is talking about traffic exchanges, and I can't believe how many accounts got shut down just because I mentioned the word Bitcoin. And I was like, and they kept saying it's spam, and I go, it's not spam. It was really crazy. So, traffic exchanges. Let's before that, let's just introduce you a little bit. I've known you for 5.5 years. We have a great friendship going on. We talk probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 times a week about something, even if it's just a joke. But for the audience, some of them may never have met you before. Can you just give a 2-minute history of you?
Absolutely. I'm a boomer, as you can tell by looking at me. I've recently moved to Northern California to be closer to my grandchildren, which are the most important thing to me in the whole world. And I've been in sales all my life. And when I discovered Bitcoin, the class of 2013, when I started getting involved, I realized that it was a paradigm shift and Bitcoin can change the world. And I then bumped into my good friend and business partner, Frank Power, and we launched Infinity Traffic Boost in 2017. We are 7 years old. And we're very proud of what we do because we give everybody a chance to earn Bitcoin. Tim, as you said originally, we're the world's largest Bitcoin accumulation and advertising community in the world. And we take a lot of pride in trying to address the needs and goals of all of our advertisers and our Bitcoin accumulating people that are members of our community, to help them achieve what they need, whether it's the person trying to click a few sites to earn a few Satoshi, or the marketer that's looking to advertise to a Bitcoin audience. And I just give you huge props for identifying the fact that there's a huge need from the advertiser side. And really want to compliment you on that. Very cool.
Thank you very much indeed. It's always good to get compliments. Why is it important that you're 7 years old? What's the benefit to the advertiser with that?
Well, the benefit to that is there's a lot of fly-by-night programs and companies out there, and oftentimes companies create an advertising product, kind of a bogus advertising product, in order to be legitimate / legal for payment systems. Okay, I'll send you, 5,000 Satoshi and there's a commission on that. And oh, you get this obscure advertising product that nobody ever uses. Our difference is that we take pride in the advertising product we get. And as you can see, one of the things that we take a lot of pride in is the value proposition of Infinity Traffic Boost grows every single day. As you can see behind Tim there, it says the bigger we get, the greater the value. The greater the value, the bigger we'll get. So we take a lot of pride in the product, but we also take a tremendous amount of pride in helping so many different people accumulate Bitcoin, which is how you accumulate Bitcoin in our community by referring others to buy advertising. It's a pretty simple cool. And you know what, Tim? We pay out up to 80% to Infinity Depth.
I know it's pretty amazing. And I'll tell you, I have been a member for about 5.5 years now for a reason. And one of those reasons is you pay out, and you pay out extremely quickly. And as an advertiser, which I am, I get great results from ITB, or Infinity Traffic Boost. Right from the first time I ever did a blast out on your traffic exchange, I got immediate results. And every time I post something, I get results. So it's great. So good job there.
Just that warms the cockles of my heart, because you and I participate in a lot of programs, and sometimes in some of our conversations that you mentioned, we have 2 or 3 times a week, we talk about these programs that disappear, or there's a rug pull or something. And Frank and I take so much pride in the value of the product. If you're here, folks, just to earn, that's great. But if you have an advertising need, we can do it. And Tim, we want to make sure too, I know you're focusing on the advertising exchange, or the traffic exchange, but we also have a rapidly growing list mailer within the system. So let's not forget that too.
Yeah. And for those people who are new in the crypto space, 7 years is like a dinosaur. I mean, it's a long time to be part of the crypto world.
Yeah, and just to kind of clarify, Infinity Traffic Boost itself is 7 years old, and it's actually owned by a company called Add to It, which is a company out of Australia, and that company is 15 years old.
Wow.
So, I take a lot of pride in the fact that we're absolutely rock solid, and pay out commissions regularly. In fact, parenthetically, you can see a list of the payouts on the website. We're 100% transparent.
Yes, cool. So just so people understand exactly what we're talking about, what is a traffic exchange?
It's one of the goofiest things I ever seen. When I first saw it, I thought this is nuts, but they work. In essence, there's kind of 2 levels to a traffic exchange. So a traffic exchange is just that. You exchange traffic. So as a marketer looking to gain exposure for your affiliate program, you can click ads, you can view other people's advertisements, and then you get credits. With those credits, you're then able to advertise your program. So it's a way for the small entrepreneur to get started. Now, if you're an established business, you don't want to have some VA clicking away to earn credits. What you do is you buy credits. And that's where the value of our product comes in that you can, just like anything else, newspaper, TV, etc., you can buy advertising. But in our case, you're talking to an audience that knows crypto. And if you're an affiliate program, they understand the power of referral-based marketing.
And I think this is where the power is. For example, I made a post on my Facebook profile saying, do any of my friends like crypto? And I got no replies. And I've got probably about 3,000 connections in Facebook. No one replied to me. And it seems that most of my community don't really like crypto. So it'd be pointless me just posting crypto stuff day after day after day, because no one cares. In fact, I'd probably lose some friends. However, if I come to Infinity Traffic Boost, where you've got 26,000 members almost, I would say every single one of those members nearly wants information about crypto. So where would I want to spend my dollars? Advertising on Facebook to all my friends that don't give a crap about Bitcoin, or to 26,000 members who are, hungry fish?
Now, one of the interesting things, and I don't want to go down a rabbit hole here, but it's something we're very proud of. Infinity Traffic Boost, when you purchase, the purchase price is quoted in Bitcoin. All right. So there's not, we convert that to dollars, so but everything is basis Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So, we are a Bitcoin community through and through.
So interesting, Clinton. And I heard you just mention about the mailer. What is the difference between a traffic exchange and a traffic mailer?
What a great question. A traffic exchange, as we said before, is where you click on links that you go seek. So you go into a section of the website and you click on ads one after another. A list mailer is more of push technology. Okay, so I'm sure you've all, gone to a store or signed up for a mailing list, and they send you an email with a special offer or something like that. That's called push advertising, where they push it at you. And that's what a list mailer is. So it also has some of the hallmarks of a traffic exchange, in that you agree to accept emails from other marketers in exchange for the right to send emails. So
Okay.
in most list mailers, you can click on ads, earn credits, so you can send an email. Or for the audience that we're talking to here, you pay for the right to send email ads on a regular basis, usually every 3 days. So what that does is it gives you an opportunity to keep your product in front of a qualified audience by pushing your ad to them. And
Okay,
people are
brilliant.
rewarded. In our case, people are rewarded by clicking ads so they can send ads if they're not upgraded. Or if you're an upgraded member, you need to click on a few ads in order to send. And what that does, Tim, is we need to make sure that the quality, I like to say quality eyeballs in our community, we want them viewing at least a few ads, because that's the person that is more qualified, that has more money, that oftentimes is the person that's more qualified to buy your product that you're selling. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes, I get that very much so. Awesome. So one of the questions that I'm sure many people are waiting to hear about right now is, how does someone actually earn with the system?
Now we have two, and I was talking to a very, very large international group today, and it was really exciting for me to talk to them and say that we're kind of like a diversified compensation plan. My background is in financial planning, and we always talk to people about having some cash and some stocks and some bonds and some gold and now Bitcoin in your portfolio. We're diversified in the fact that we have two essentially completely different compensation plans, and we take a lot of pride in it. With the traffic exchange, and we don't want to go too far down this rabbit hole, but in the traffic exchange, you can earn up to 80% commissions on referrals that buy the advertising, and through some unique processes, you can earn to infinity depth. Okay, what that means is there's no limit to the amount you can make, and everyone gets paid 30 to 80%. Even if you're a brand new free member and you refer someone who buys our highest package, which is about $2,000, you will still earn 30%. Okay.
Wow.
And that's important. That's important to Frank and I, because if you do the work, we want you to get paid. Now we want you to upgrade, but not everybody's got a couple of grand laying around. But if you bring in a member that buys our top package, we want you to get paid. And trust me, you will. Now that's the traffic exchange. And like I said, I don't want to go too far down the nuances. But then we also have the list mailer, which is a more traditional. I'm going to use some terminology here. It's a 10 deep unilevel. You get paid 34% on your direct referrals and smaller amounts down to the lower levels. What we want to do with the list mailer, Tim, is to make sure the people taking the action are getting the most reward. 34% is a nice, healthy commission, but it still allows us to pay down 10 levels. And those commissions, of course, are all paid to your wallet at Infinity Traffic Boost instantly.
Yep. Great. And as a member, as I say, 5.5 years, I can vouch for the fact that you get paid extremely quickly, almost instantly, when you bring in a referral. And your payment out to me, like if I make a payment request, it comes extremely quickly. Normally same day, a few hours normally. So I can vouch for that. So what I'm hearing here is, and correct me if I'm wrong, if I am someone who wants to earn some little bits of Bitcoin each day, I can come in and I can click on messages and accumulate some Bitcoin through that. But if I know people who are advertisers in the crypto space, well, not even just the crypto space, but this is a platform devoted to crypto, but people who buy crypto presumably buy other products as well. So it's not just a crypto advertising platform. Is that right?
Absolutely. And you bring up a wonderful, wonderful point that I like to emphasize with people, and sometimes we forget it. I've been in the network marketing industry for over 20 years, and I say kind of tongue in cheek, network marketers are consumers too.
Yes.
We buy diapers, we buy golf tees, we buy, whatever the case may be. So yes, you're talking to an audience selling your latest program because they're looking for them. But if you've got a biodegradable golf tee that you want to sell, trust me, out of our 27,000 members, I know there's a bunch of golfers. So let's
Right.
never forget that, Tim, that you emphasize, and I think your model, again, I want to compliment you. Your model is brilliant, where you're trying to help people market their crypto-oriented products to a crypto-aware, membership. But we're growing quickly, and every single one of our members are a consumer.
Yes.
I don't need diapers anymore. Even my grandchildren are out of diapers, but you know where I'm going, that
Yes.
everybody is a consumer. And if you've got a product that's unique, our audience may buy it.
And just to give you a little glimpse into how powerful this is for someone like myself, who I didn't come into crypto until 2017, February 2017. Bitcoin was about $1,000 at the time. I found 5 programs that I work with on a daily basis. One of those is ITB. And what I started doing was I came into ITB, I watched 100 messages a day, and I went into my second and third and fourth and fifth programs. And over a space of about a year and a half, I was able to create about $250 between these 5 programs. Most of it came from ITB. I took that $250 and I put it onto Binance and started trading it. I started trading for about 2 or 3 years, and I'm now at $6,000. So if someone who's interested in, and we talk about Bitcoin accumulation, I basically created from zero $250 of Bitcoin, put that into Binance and turned it into $6,000. I'm not saying everyone's going to do that, but that is the power of what we're doing right now. Just for someone who's interested in accumulating a little bit of Bitcoin. If you have a Bitcoin product or a Bitcoin service that you want to advertise this to the 27,000 members, this is phenomenal. You've got people who are desperate to earn and learn and understand Bitcoin and Bitcoin services more and more. So I think what we've got here is something very special, a very special tool.
And again, my daughter tells me the same thing. I keep repeating myself, but the sign in back of you, the bigger we get, the greater the value, the greater the value, the bigger we get.
Yep.
We're growing between 1 to 200 members a day. And the bottom line is we've recently begun to accelerate our growth because we have an international group that's really starting to take off. What's going to happen when we have groups out of, Venezuela and El Salvador, which is now, Bitcoin Central, and the Philippines
Yep.
and other countries that really take off because they want to accumulate Bitcoin. They have friends that want to accumulate Bitcoin. And all of a sudden we're growing at 500 or 1,000 or 2,000 members a day. The value proposition for the advertiser goes through the roof.
Absolutely.
And that's
Absolutely.
where we get excited. We love paying commissions because that means you have helped us grow our community. And
Yep.
for the advertiser, that means that every single day there's more people coming on board to look at your products and your services. And I want to be abundantly clear. I think I was already, but yes, the advertiser that has a crypto or a crypto-based product is this is where you want to be. But also, every single person on this platform is also an affiliate marketer. So if you have a unique product or service that has an affiliate or an MLM program, you're talking to an audience that understands it. Yeah, you
Yes.
have to be better than the next guy. Okay. But if they already understand it, when you talk, think about it, Tim, when you talk to your friends that go bowling with or have a beer with, they're not network marketing. They don't get it. You mean I
Absolutely.
have to talk to people? I remember talking to my daughter and explaining to her what I do, and she goes, "Dad, that's creepy." No, it's not. It's sales. you know,
Yeah.
it's
No,
it's about
absolutely.
offer.
And I really get this point. When I first started, I was looking for the people who were interested in getting started. And it was really hard work. I had to explain how to get a Bitcoin wallet and what a Bitcoin wallet was and what a Satoshi is. And I go, oh, what the hell with this? I want to speak to people who already know what it is. I don't have to explain the wheel. And it's much easier working with a community of people who understand what it is we're selling. I don't have to explain anything. We just promote the product and they say yes or no. So let's round off the conversation a little bit. When people join us, and if you're inspired now and you want to join us, you can join for free. I will put a link beneath my fingers right now where you can see a link to how you can get started with us. One of the things that's always really impressed me about you, Frank, and ITB generally is your amazing support system. As I said, you and I talk 2-3 times a week. I know you do the same with other people. In fact, I think you're a robot that we plug into a battery somewhere that just is all over the place. What are some of your support systems?
Well, of course, we have your traditional, and this is another thing that's really fun. We have your traditional support desk and those are generally, folks, those are generally for account specific questions. You know, maybe you didn't think you got paid, or you're confused about this, or something like that. Okay. But and Frank has a VA that has worked for him for years and years, virtual assistant, wonderful, wonderful lady. So they always try and get the tickets quickly. That's the traditional stuff. What we take a lot of pride in is our Telegram group and our Facebook group. Okay. And that's where you can learn and interact with other members, but you can learn the system just by reading through some of the threads. Ask general questions. I try and, post some new fun features, once a week or something. But the Telegram group primarily, and then the Facebook group, are great ways that you can see not only what we have to say, but also what the community has to say. This isn't just me up here, preaching to the choir. You're gonna hear from other people. Some people are looking to stack some Satoshi, other people are advertising, and some people are doing both.
Yeah, and the Telegram group, I am part of that, and I sometimes wonder. I go, do they ever sleep? But one of the things that I do like about it is if you're not online and you can't answer some of the questions, some of the other members will step in and help and make comments, and I do occasionally as well. So yeah, great source of encouragement, and it's really nice to be able to work with a team of people who are genuinely trying to help you make money, because in turn, you guys will grow bigger, and the sign says it all behind me. So yeah, I absolutely love the system that you have. I encourage you to join us. If you're someone who just wants to make a little bit of Bitcoin and read some messages and get information, this is a platform for you. And if you're an advertiser who has a Bitcoin or crypto product, this is for you. And as we mentioned earlier, people who are in crypto and Bitcoin want other products. You know, I bought this cup, but I love crypto and Bitcoin. So it's not just limited to Bitcoin and crypto, but if you have other related products like a nano or any other kind of technology that in the Bitcoin crypto space, this platform is also for you. So there's a link beneath this video. Click on that link, join us. I'm also, with Clinton's permission, going to be starting a little video series explaining how to get started. Maybe 5 to 10 videos. They'll be 3 minutes long each video, and it'll say, welcome, you know, go here, click this, do this, do this, and then we'll help you get started. So Clinton, I got to say thank you for being here with me. This is amazing support that you're giving me and other people. I'm going to send you a copy of this video as well once it's edited.
Great.
And you can definitely share it with other people as well. So thank you for being here.
Fantastic.
Really appreciate you sparing the time with us. And last question, what's coming in ITV? Anything new soon? Or
the one thing that we are really excited about is, and I don't want to go too far down, you know, down the rabbit hole, but one of the most important things that we want is for people to be able to quickly share the vision, whether it's advertising or a few friends that you know that like Bitcoin. And we're really ramping up our marketing materials. We do live webinars throughout the week, and we'll be creating some really fun little videos you can share that are 2 and 3 minutes long that you can just send to someone. You know, one of the favorite things we talk about are the 3 allies, you know, and you talk to a friend that you think might be interested. Hey, I've got something, the Bitcoin arena. It may or may not be for you. You have 2 minutes. I'd like to send you a video. That's it. And when they look at it, they'll be intrigued. They go, wow, where do I get more information? Well, interestingly enough, we have a webinar in 10 minutes. So my whole point is what's coming next is on the near future is some expanded marketing materials that will really help us grow. And then over time, folks, we want to become our own intranet and our own social network where we do geo-targeting, language targeting, and help each of our diverse groups from around the world be able to communicate within our community with each other. So, you know, we expect to grow to tens of millions of members. And folks, you join us now, you are absolutely on the ground floor.
awesome. I remember when I joined, it was about 7,000 members, and now we're at 26, 27,000. So it's growing rapidly now. It's fantastic. And when you first join us and you first look at the platform, you go, oh my God, this is overwhelming. But it's a little bit like driving a car. You don't have to understand how the engine works to drive a car. You just need to know where the accelerator, the brake, and the clutch is, and how to point it in the right direction. And this is a little bit like that. It's actually a very simple system when the penny drops. And just to quote you, I know you say this on a regular basis, when the penny drops, you won't be able to sleep at night, because this program really is something special. So let's get you started. Join us in this Bitcoin accumulation program and traffic exchange. And Clinton, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate your time so much. And I look forward to seeing you very soon again. I'll see you all again. And don't forget to get started with this right now. Thanks a lot, Clinton.